We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, set. Alert. Go bandit.
First play, first pass for Brady. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. That first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Brady. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Henry up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They run again on first down. Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott now from the 50. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. The Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Outright, he finds Tolbert. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Prescott off play action. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 6-0 our score after 1. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point up and through, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady going to throw. And the reception made by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Brady. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Brady to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Gano's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Prescott to throw it. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll try the wide side with Cook. A nice little juke. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott to throw on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Brady to throw. Green's got it over the middle. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Brady now on 1st down.
That's complete to Tony. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Gano's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Tolbert hauls in the out route. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Aaron Robinson in on the stop.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
In motion goes the tight end. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here's Cook again.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott, and Cook has it left side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Slot man moves right. They'll run with Cook, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. James Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Now receiver in motion left. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Brady now to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And some room to work. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Green here.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott right back to Tolbert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Fires a slant complete to Tolbert. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The tight end in motion right. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again, it's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends into formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to let it fly.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Brady to throw.
This pass into the hands of Green going across the middle. And he will have a Giants 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Brady.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw is Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cowboys, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.